Hi, this is Abhinav Mishra from ThinkDigit. Today we are at the launch event of the PS4 that is happening in Shangri-La Hotel, New Delhi. Now we are, for the first time, getting hands-on with Sony's next-gen DualShock 4. Now, as you can see, the DualShock compared to the DualShock 3 looks so much different. It's like a drastic change compared to the previous generation of PS controllers. As you can see, we have the new LED light. So this one is glowing red because one of my colleagues is on the PS Vita, so he's controller number 1. So this one is illuminating red. It illuminates in 4 colors. And then you can see the triggers over here. The triggers compared to the DualShock 3 are different as well. The R1 triggers, the L1 and R1 triggers are more rounded and more convex. Similarly with the triggers R2 and L2 are more convex in shape, which eventually provides a better grip, and it sticks, the controller to a certain extent sticks to your hand, and probably this controller is going to be really good for shooting games. A lot of work has been done on the controller in terms of design aspects. As you can see, the handlebars compared to the DualShock 3 are much more longer, so the controller fits in your hands really well. While playing the game, the controller sticks in your hand really well. It provides a really superior grip and thus makes the gameplay experience much more worthwhile. Then let's come on to the analog sticks. Now, as you can see, the analog sticks compared to the DualShock 3 are much more smaller in the DualShock 4. Then, as you can see, there is no start and select. Sony has done away with the start and select, and we have share and options button instead of the start and select. We also have a touchpad on the DualShock 4, which can be used for many other purposes. For example, it can be used as a slider input, and you can do a lot of other stuff with the D-pad, which we will be talking about in detail. Now let's come to the D-pad. As you can see, the D-pad appears a bit different from the DualShock 3. Not very different, but it does appear different. As you can see, the indentation on the D-pad sticks eventually makes the D-pad really good for games like Street Fighter and probably for games which require a lot of use of the D-pad. So the D-pad, of course, feels much superior to the DualShock 3 as well. Now let's come back to the behind. At the back, it says there seems to be a rubberized grip on the controller on the DualShock 4, which eventually provides, as I said before, better grip. And you can even hold the controller for longer hours of gameplay, as the controller is not going to slip away because of the grip. As longer hours of gameplay, we do generally sweat a lot, so this grip is going to help for us to play games for a longer duration of time without sweating. So let's come to the USB jack now. So this is the USB charging cable jack over here. This is similar to the one we found in the DualShock 3. This is used to charge your controller. Then here we have the headset jack. Here you can connect your headset jack, and which can be used for chatting as well as hearing sound effects from the game. From the controller itself, so you can attach the headset jack in the controller itself rather than attaching the headset jack into the system. And here we have the speaker. So there's an inbuilt speaker as well on the DualShock 4, which also gives out sound effects. So all in all, I would say a lot of work has been done on the DualShock 4. It certainly looks like a next-gen controller, certainly lives up to the name of the next-gen controller. Feels good in your hand. The button layout is pretty awesome. The triggers feel really nice. The controller feels really good as a controller. When you hold the controller in your hand, it fits in really well. So credit to Sony for coming out with a superior next gen, and I'm sure a lot of Sony fans are going to like the aspects of the new DualShock 4. Thanks a lot.